What's up, everybody? You're listening to Two Pete's and a Podcast, episode 123. I am one of your hosts, Gary Peterson, joined as always by my brother
Brian Peterson.
and
Josh, Brian literally just got handed a latte, like a complete like foam filled to the brim, nice mug latte on his video feed right now. And so we've made it, guys. We actually have an in-house barista on site with Brian.
It's not company wide.
Yeah, exactly. She has to like actually fly over to me and then drive over to Gary. But those lattes do get to us, and so we thank you guys a lot for sticking it out with us because now we have a barista.
Yeah. They're a little less warm when they get to us, but especially Josh. But it is nice, you know. And the fact that Brian is he's rolling the treats downhill. Us peasants is nice.
Trickle down treats, trickle down lattes.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
What a time to be alive. What's up, guys? Truly How's amazing. It going?
It's going great.
Well, it's going great. Brian just finished Ted Lasso's latest episode, and that's what got him into the Discord.
Ted Lasso's so hot right now. Everybody's talking about Ted Lasso. I've not watched a single episode. I don't even know what it's about. Really.
I know what it's about, but I haven't watched the episode.
I do dislike that DQ's not on here, so we can talk about this a little bit. But this season started off like not as good as the first season, but it's ramping up to the greats of season one. Like I don't know, the first episode I was just like, man, was it just because I could binge it all? You know, because I binged all of it. Yeah, I mean, it definitely
one of those
seemed
episodes
weird.
Where it felt like somebody like it was being produced and written by other people. All of a sudden,
I don't know. I mean, there are still
why
some
we putting
things
effort into this show, guys. What the hey, yeah.
Where it does kind of feel like they know that the first season everybody loved it because of like how just like lighthearted and like I don't know, uplifting it tries to be, and so they're like, we're gonna really go after that. And I mean,
hell yeah,
it's still good, but I mean, there are times where you're just like, I mean, come on. Like the last episode, not this one, but the one last week was like a Christmas episode, and it was just like, I don't know, I didn't like that one as much.
Here's the latte. Here goes the latte sip.
Sloop.
Oh,
it is good.
I hate that the camera cut. Camera cut right at the last second, dude. I was really expecting to.
I saw it. It looked really good. Like
I mean, again, Gary, you can put it on grid. You don't have to have it on focus.
That's true, I suppose.
I put it on grid, so I can see everybody, including your face, with a just box around it.
We ain't got time for effort over here.
Yeah, we really don't have time for effort. Yeah. So what's everybody been up to other than Brian getting here right at about 1 minute late?
I'm stealing DQ's Nintendo Switch OLED pre-order is what I'm up to.
I do like, I hate the OLED, but I do love that Wario64 is calling it the SWOLED. The SW OLED, but it's just SWOLED or SWOLD. I don't know. I just say SWOLED.
Love it.
But
yeah.
So DQ had one pre-ordered because he's just a guy who just has pre-orders for stuff.
Well,
and like
I got my wife's PS5, so
see, but
exactly.
Yeah, I mean, and I know with DQ, it's just like, you know, if there's a demand for it, then he'll be able to make money, and otherwise, you know, he either doesn't have to actually pick it up if he ordered it in store. You know, he's just smart where he's like, I'll pre-order it. Yeah. If it seems like there's enough of
let's not give him too much credit though, because he had even admittedly flubbed up one of his greatest pre-order debacles, which is when he pre-ordered and got like 5 Switches. Yeah. And as soon as he got them, he was like, these are trash, which is already categorically incorrect. But he's just like, these are trash. I'm literally selling them back at market value. If he had waited a week, he would have seen that these are basically Bitcoin.
See, that's a little bit more. That's a little different than I remembered. It's basically right. But there was a good... I feel like months lack of demand really for the Switch.
Yes.
It was more than weeks. I feel like it went on a few months where you could kind of basically just go get one, and then all of a sudden,
I mean,
I don't even remember when that happened.
You went and got one a few months after launch, pretty easily for Gabe, right? I mean,
yes, yeah.
I don't think
that
it was
the second
anything
one,
crazy.
I think.
Oh,
But
by the time I was looking for one, it took like months for me to find one.
yeah. At a certain point, I don't remember when that was. It when the pandemic started. It feels like it's somewhere
So
around
there were
that
two
time.
waves. That's the thing, is that when it first came out, like a month after it came out, at least that's what my memory of it is, you couldn't find it anywhere. And then during the pandemic, the first like 6 months of pandemic, you couldn't get a Switch anywhere either.
Because everybody was just talking about Animal Crossing, which isn't very good.
Yeah, everybody's talking about Animal Crossing.
Animal
Everybody's gaming from home.
It's not a very good
It was
game.
like, I haven't played video games in 20 years. What's this Nintendo thing? They still got Mr. Link. That's my impression of a
this game controls like
Nintendo.
Trash. Honestly,
Yeah,
the controls for Breath of the Wild are some of the worst controls I've ever seen in my life.
They're beautiful.
I feel like even in that first go with the Switch, there wasn't a lot of money to be made off of it. So I don't feel like, like I say,
he would have had to sit on them for a minute.
He would have had to sit on for because it wasn't until I think that second portion that you're talking about where you could start marking them up to, $450, $500.
I don't know. Really. Like during launch, like a week or a month after launch, people buy them for $1,000 or $1,000.
And let's be honest, also, every one of those that he had pre-ordered, they all have Joy-Con drift now. I mean, that's just
Mine doesn't. Fact. Shoot.
Then he would have to warrant his the cell and it's a whole big thing,
So yeah, that is, I think even DQ, and I'm sure he'll defend himself in some capacity soon enough, but I think he will even admit to his own fault that is the one financial mistake that he has made. It probably is in his entire life. But he is, of course, made that money.
Throne of money. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. It's like, if only I had held onto those switches. But
as of course he's literally sitting on a Scrooge McDuck pool full of money that is just waiting to be put into his new PC.
It could have been 5 switches higher
to him.
That pool of money could have been 5 switches higher.
True. It's true. But he's the only guy in our group that has a next generation or current generation, whatever you want to call it, video card. Is patiently waiting for the new Intel chipset to come out before he builds his master computer that he will no doubt use for upwards of 15 years before
he'll use it a lot. He'll use it a lot. Now, what it's going to be for is to send stuff to his 3D printer to print off. That's what most of the use
and his drone.
Definitely. Yeah, exactly.
He's going to install a printer. He's going to install a printer on his drone, I think is what he said he was going to do. It takes up a lot of GPU, a lot of graphics processing. But yeah, so suffice it to say, he did pre-order an OLED Switch because he was like, okay. And he is finding it in his whatever equivalent of a heart is to give that pre-order to me. Of course, I am paying him money. And he's not forking over a $350 unit to me.
But to be fair, he's doing it at price, whereas
he's doing it at market value. Yes, they big shout outs to DQ Industries.
Like a financial boondoggle for him also was selling Gary a PS5 for at price.
Yep, he did.
At launch.
He did. He did not ask for a single thing over. And
I mean,
granted, he did get a free PS5, but that's beside the point.
He did. It was $18.
But again, that's because he played it smart. He knew that it was coming. He banked literally every Best Buy reward point that he could get. He doesn't, because he's so smart financially. DQ does not go to Best Buy. I guarantee you this. I've talked to him about it, but he never buys something on the promotional plan. Like, pay it off in 24 months. No, he will 100% always, because DQ's not buying something that he can't pay off immediately anyway.
Yeah.
So he will always go to Best Buy, and if it's, say it's his OLED or whatever, he's going to buy that OLED, buy it with the rewards program instead of the actual promotional 2-year, payoff. He's going to then turn around, pay that off immediately, get the rewards on that, bank those rewards, and then do what he did, which is just sit on it until something big comes out, like a PS5.
He's saving up for PS6. He's already saving up for PS6.
I do want to correct you, because DQ's not here to defend himself.
To cute himself.
Technically, he got that they paid him because now he got extra 6 months of Apple Plus or Apple TV Plus from having the PS5. So technically, he made out better.
True. That's right. Yep, that's true. It was initially $16 for a PS5 and the charger.
Yeah.
for the wireless charger, and now, yeah, exactly, he got the Apple Plus, so now he is even more cash positive or something.
He basically owns Sony now.
DQ is the one that watches The Watchmen. He's the one.
Yeah,
I firmly believe that, honestly.
So yeah,
and
go ahead.
do you guys think that DQ? Because I know he listens to the podcast, obviously, but
he once in a while he does. Yeah.
Do you think that he? I don't know. Like I like to kind of envision him when we talk about him, especially in high regard, that he is sitting in his little office and just whatever, as Josh said, whatever his equivalent of a smile would be, comes up on his face.
I see him smile a lot whenever I see him on video.
I know. I'm just mostly because he's busting on everybody, but
he's always busting. He's busting.
He's a busting dude, but I just kind of think that he really likes hearing us speculate about his wealth.
Yeah, and how far off in underrating it we are.
For sure.
I'm also still not convinced that he's not actually like a deep fake for M. Night Shyamalan because he loves M. Night Shyamalan too much.
Yeah, I think he's Joey Gorp.
Yeah, he might be Joey Gorp.
Because he also came out of Quiet Place 2 praising it pretty hard.
He's 6'3", muscle bound, Navy SEAL trained.
He's still what's his name D&D of the second D, DB Wise, whatever his name is.
He jumped out of the plane or whatever.
He's there.
That's him.
No, you're talking about DB Cooper.
DB Cooper, yeah.
No, not DB Cooper, not DB Wise.
DB Wise is the actor from Cutting Edge, I think, right?
No, he's the producer or whatever on Game of Thrones, right?
Game of Thrones, the Game of Thrones dude.
Right.
Yeah, that's him. Bad. Yeah, but he's also DB Cooper.
Because isn't there another DB something that, or maybe it was DB Cooper also?
DB Cooper jumped out of the plane.
Well, I know, but
I don't know who he is.
There was the other DB Cooper or DB actor, whatever his name was.
DB.
The actor man that was in like A Cutting Edge and basically nothing else, which is one of my favorite movies. I haven't seen it in a long time.
Wait a minute.
There's a 4K version of it.
DB DQ.
Now we know where DQ got all his money from. He's DQ Cooper.
Yeah, that's right.
D Cooper, that's his name.
D Cooper. That's true. So, anything exciting for anybody other than Josh pulling this OLED Switch?
I mean, in somewhat exciting news, y'all were so curious about the package that I was waiting for from Poland. I ordered this at the start.
DQ even had his, I don't know if you saw it, but for a day or two, he had
his was just going back and forth or something. It was weird.
Oh, you talking about his package Discord? No, his Discord. I mean, he had his Discord status was "What's in the box."
Oh no, I didn't see that.
Yes.
Okay, well, here's the reveal. I ordered this. It takes them a long time to build this, but
you got a custom 3090 Ti,
custom controller.
What?
Oh,
Pabos. With Pabos.
So he's raising like just a Xbox or PS5,
right stick
PS4
a little bit taller.
Looking controller.
Right stick a little bit taller. Oh yeah.
What kind of controller is this, Brian?
It's PS5. From it's PS5 DualSense. It's from AIM controllers.
Never even heard of them.
I didn't either. Like I was just looking for controllers with back paddles, basically. Because, on my PS4, I had the Nacon Revolution or whatever, the wired version, not the Pro. And, I really liked the little back buttons. It helped with some games, obviously. And you can get a USB little dongle to where you can use the PS4 controller on the PS5 games. But then it's but then I don't get haptic feedback or, I don't get the triggers. Why would, I'm not going to do that. So
there's always some concession you had to make.
So yeah, I did some research and found this, and you get a lifetime warranty with it. Which
really?
Is, pretty awesome. It does take a while. It took over a month to get to me. But yeah, there was a.
That seems about right to me. I think now that I know what it is.
It was expensive.
Whoa.
It was $160.
The way you. That's not that bad, honestly.
Well,
I don't think.
But here's the thing.
That's that's about $90 over retail.
Yeah, and considering that it's got a lifetime warranty, you'd pay that for a Xbox Elite controller, and you'd get a freaking year or two.
Yeah, and you get
hell yeah.
Yeah,
immediately. I'm always drifting.
Yeah, but Well, because I was looking into it, and initially it's like you can get it with just the back paddles, like everything else default, and it's like $145 or something. But then I just, I was doing that thing where I'm like, let me look up some promo codes, see what's going on, and then they had one where it's like, anything over, like you get $50 off anything over $200. So I was like, I can just trick this thing out and basically pay the same.
So it's actually over $200.
Yeah.
That's actually pretty good. Then.
But yeah, I got $50 off, so then it brought it down to where it normally would have been.
So what is it? Is it an actual DualSense controller?
Yeah.
And then they
they take it apart and modify it and everything. It's got this now.
It's got the 4 back triggers.
Yeah, the little back buttons.
So what all are the mods exactly?
Well, on this, I mean, you got the red sticks.
You choose the colors and everything, or
yeah. I don't know. I just thought red.
You chose simple white, black.
Yeah, and
looks good. It looks really
good.
Well,
because the back is already red. Like that's I think the only option they had. So I was like, I'll get red sticks then. I don't know.
Yeah. And they're taller.
The right one is taller. And it's weird whenever it comes in the box. Like the sticks aren't actually attached. Like they have like this little hole.
Are they magnetic?
So you might be able to just like I don't know. I'm not too set on trying to pull these out, but you might be able to order more. But the only thing that's disappointing to me is this back, like this little weird grippy. I don't know if you can really see the texture on it.
Not really.
I ordered
I can see that it's different. But
yeah, I ordered soft touch, and I thought that was going to be something else. I didn't know it was going to be this grippiness. I mean, it's still.
Is it like a rubbery material?
No, it's fine. It has more of a grip, but it's just like I don't know. Like
but what's the feel? Is it rubbery feel or is it plasticky feel?
No, it's plasticky. But, like, I don't know. I don't know. In my mind, I thought it was going to be more like the Nacon Revolution. Like, I don't know. That one has, like, just a certain texture to it that I thought, to me, was like, oh, yeah, it's soft touch. Yeah. But that's on me. That's
the only disappointment.
Yeah, but, I mean, it's still very comfortable. I did try to play.
You just got to wear in your greases into it, It's going to get nice and soft after that.
Yeah, and then send it back to Sweden or Switzerland or whatever and go, hey,
Poland.
clean this. Clean this, man.
But, it's all goopy.
But also, they like whenever they send it, they send it with like a little brochure that's just like, hey, look at our aim controllers and stuff. And then it has like a little card where it's like, the person that made this and it's some name I don't recognize because it's some Poland name.
Polish?
Yeah, Poland name.
One of them Poland names.
Yeah. And I was just like, oh, that's neat. But yeah, it takes a long time to get to you though. So
is it Jan Blachowicz?
Yeah, it was Jan Blachowicz.
Wow. Is it Jans from
Sergei Karatanov being the worst fighter ever?
Joanna Jędrzejczyk?
Yeah,
crazy.
But I tried playing that.
It's Ghosts.
It's this. No. Before that, whenever I got the controller in, I tried playing that Hunters Legends Arena or whatever. It's the PlayStation Plus PS5 game this month.
Really?
It's a battle royale. And I was like, I'll try it out. I don't like that game. I played at first playing through the tutorial. I was like, oh, this could be fun. And then I played the first match, and I was like, I don't know. Like, there's bots in it. It was just so bizarre. And then like I died in a weird way, and I was just like, all right, uninstall. Literally uninstalled it. Get out of my face. I don't like that game. So
you got to, yeah.
But I mean, I was hoping that game would be good because I've been liking Naraka Blade Point. That game's still fun. I did start a stream yesterday that said "Wish my luck." I don't know why. I caught it this morning that it said "Wish my luck," and I'm like, "What was I doing?" And I changed it to where it's "Wish me luck." I do that.
The older I get, the more often I do stuff like that, where I will have a comment on a message board or something up for days before, and it's not until somebody likes my comment and I look at it and I go, "What the hell was I thinking, dude?"
Yeah,
I didn't even proofread that. And it's like,
terrible.
Gosh, I missed everything.
Yeah, but then yesterday I started playing the Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut. So that's the new Iki Island, Ikishima, whatever they call it, Iki Island, but I guess it's just shortened. But that game's hard. Like the new island, like some of the new enemy types they have in there are just difficult. Like they have these new shamans that like basically make everybody else attack.
Shamans?
Yeah, shaman.
Are they not shamans?
Shamans.
Shaman. Yeah, who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows?
Let's call the whole thing off. But yeah, they basically just like chant and like get the other enemies around to like attack you more often, like, and you really have to deal with them immediately. Like if you see like they have like a little weird thing off of the enemies will have like a little weird like aura kind of, so you know that they're being affected by a shaman, and so you just gotta like try to find it because you will get messed up,
bludgeoned to death.
Yeah. But
yeah, I saw you playing it a little bit yesterday.
Yeah, that was my first experience of playing or streaming from the PS5, and it is ugly. It is.
Oh no!
I'm streaming at 1080p.
What we were seeing
60.
was not representative. Of
no,
what you were seeing.
Oh, definitely not. Because I had it up on my computer. I was just like, man, this just.
I mean,
and it's not
did
even
you think
like
that there was any doubt that would be the case. I mean,
I know it's 1080p, but it's like you can't even like.
Why is there no 2K resolution?
I don't know.
Option.
I don't know, but. I mean, one, why can't I just stream it in 4K? Like, it just doesn't make sense to me. Just let me do it. Maybe for the PS5 Pro, I guess. But the thing is, like, I think it's just a bitrate problem. Like, I think at 1080p 60, it should still look fine.
But the bitrate's so.
But the bitrate,
so low,
yeah, there's just sometimes where it's just like, oh, this looks muddy as hell on the screen.
I didn't think it looked bad, but it definitely didn't.
I mean,
look as clean.
Granted, yeah, I am looking at 4K next to a 1080p, so yeah, maybe it's just that, but.
Portions of it when I was watching it looked really good. Of course, the grass and all that stuff looked really good, as everybody knows. But but that makes sense then, yeah. Because I was like, some parts where I was like, this seems a little muddier than it seems like it should be. But you know, I was like, I don't know if it's a different part of the island or
so I started looking into a capture card. Man, those things are pricey dicey.
Great. I can't wait for the next week of. I can't. This box is stuck in Poland.
No, I can't. My wife would not allow that. But,
no?
No, but just sign up for the Patreon. Patreon.com/2Ps. I need. I can't handle this 1080p.
My Ghost of Tsushima stream is so
ugly.
blocky. It's like Legos. Please help.
Yeah.
But I mean, it sucks because it's like. Not just for Ghost of Tsushima, but like I would like to be able to like the next God of War, or whenever Forbidden West comes out. I want to be able to stream whenever Kena comes out. I would love to be able to stream. That game looks amazing visually.
Yep.
And I would hate for that to get all muddied up with 1080p.
So you're gonna buy a capture card eventually for your PC?
Yeah.
And then stream it through that?
Yeah, that's the goal eventually, but it's still a little bit away. Because I found because I mean, well, for 4K 60, yes. I mean the cheapest, the Elgatos are like $450 or something stupid. Yeah, I found one of the AverMedia or whatever, AverMedia, I don't know how you say it. Mm-hmm. One of those, I think it was like 170 or something, which is much more doable, but still a little pricey dicey.
Yeah,
so,
that's another freaking Polish controller.
Exactly. I thought about contacting them and being like, hey, I'm going to talk about this on podcast. Why don't you give me a freaking promo code? Then I was
give me another controller, please. Yeah.
Well, no, not for another controller. Just give me some money.
You going to plug that latte company? Where you get your lattes at?
Yeah, my wife made it via Nespresso.
Just shotgun that sucker, dude. Wow, bro. This dude's going to be hyped up on caffeine like a mofo here shortly.
It's getting a little cool. Yeah, it's funny, though, because initially... I had the controller over here, and whenever I started the stream, I was like, "Oh, get that out of the way! Get that out of here!" I gotta reveal
this is the what's in the box segment.
Yeah. And I thought about posting pictures of it, but I decided not to. Not yet. I might.
Yeah. I do want to see better pictures of it.
Yeah. It's pretty neat. I thought about bringing it to you yesterday, and then I was like, man, then we got to have this reveal on the podcast.
Yeah. No, that's good. It's more natural this way. Yeah. He showed me yesterday. I'm just kidding. Let's see. All right. Well, let's, I guess, go through some of our topics here then. All right. We good? Because Josh just got a heart out, and I think we bludgeoned everybody's ear holes last week with our nearly 2-hour podcast. So... let's see. Fortnite imposters. What is this?
Okay. This is I don't play Fortnite, but apparently this is them ripping off Among Us. Like they made a Fortnite Among Us.
What?
And it's funny because somebody brought it.
This is what it's called. It's called Fortnite Imposters.
Yeah. And apparently it's a straight up rip off. I mean, obviously they ripped off PUBG.
Wait,
pretty much.
Who's ripping off? Who?
Epic is ripping off Among Us.
Okay, all right.
And some people are like, well, Among Us isn't that original. It's like, okay, but if the UI is the same, which supposedly it is, I haven't played either one, so I don't know. But apparently it's like basically a one-to-one copy, except it's with Fortnite graphics, so it looks worse than Among Us somehow. But like somebody else brought up, it's funny because Epic is always talking about how they want to help the smaller developers.
Mm-hmm.
And like, hey, we got the 88, 12% cut thing. To help small developers, but also we will rip off your game and put it in our game. Like they ripped off PUBG. They rip everything off and want just nothing to survive except for them. And it's just like, yeah, like why do you believe anything that they say? Like,
yep,
it's so stupid and frustrating. But yeah.
I haven't seen. I've not paid attention to any of those. Even the, what'd you say, Among Us or whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there was like 2 months there where it was just all over TikTok and stuff. Just like, oh, Among Us. And I was like, this looks so stupid.
The name is familiar to me. We've talked
it's
about
like
it
little
stupid,
tiny little characters, and it's bad.
It's where the term sus became popular.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Oh, dude, Red's looking kind of sus, dude.
Really?
Yeah.
Because one person,
it's some mechanic in the game.
From what I understand, one person is like a bad person, an imposter, or something. That's Among Us. Hey.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And so you're basically trying to suss out who.
Is this the?
It's an ugly
game. That AOC was playing.
Yeah. I think
AOC was playing it. A lot of politicians have been playing it. A lot of like anybody on the outskirts of gaming.
Because one, it's popular. Two, it's ugly.
It's like an 8-bit or 16-bit game or something.
It's ugly.
Yeah. Gotcha.
It's so hot right now.
But now they can play Fortnite Imposters.
Yeah.
Wow. I've actually got to look this up just because this sounds so dumb. Because that game did look dumb to me.
Yeah.
But whatever.
You're just not hip.
Yeah.
Gary,
you're not.
No,
Gary, you're looking kind of sus right now.
How do you do, fellow kids?
No.
Let's see, Call of Duty Vanguard.
Yeah, they had a trailer put out. It's crazy how it's August and they just now finally revealed the next Call of Duty.
Dang, you're right.
It is a World War II game.
What? Again?
Yeah, it is weird that they're going back to World War II immediately, but I don't know, you haven't gotten one right in so long. I mean, Modern Warfare 2019, you got it right, but this is from Sledgehammer, or I think, whatever the hell they are. So they're the people I think who made Call of Duty World War II, which was bad. I didn't like any of the changes they made for that one.
No.
And so it's like
that was that one that we were all excited, like, oh, let's finally get rid of all the jetpacks and go. And then it was like, this feels bad, man.
Because then they had weird.
One of my least favorites.
Because then they had a very weird class system where it's just like, but if you're this class, then you can put a suppressor on your assault rifle. It's like, this sucks. This isn't Call of Duty.
Yeah, the movement somehow, and yes, obviously the movements were a little more limited, but it felt worse than it had. I feel like it felt worse than even pre-jetpack, wall running kind of stuff.
Yeah,
it just felt really bad, and I stopped playing that one immediately.
Yeah, but they showed a trailer, and it's funny because there's a bunch of stuff going on with Activision Blizzard right now with lawsuits and things, and the trailer didn't mention Activision at all.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And so people are like, well, that's weird. And then they're saying no, that's just an artistic choice. We didn't. But it is kind of I mean, you'd have to be brain dead to not know Activision is involved with Call of Duty.
Right, of course.
Well, this is from a different people. This is from a different people.
This is from video game company.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Do you think they're sexual harassment snafus, if you will, are mainstream known.
I think they were. I feel like people like.
I think that's just too big of a company. Like because it's
it
Activision
was,
and Blizzard. Like that's just a giant,
for sure,
conglomerate of.
And then every once in a while, people be like, "Oh, the games industry! Look at those scumbags from over there." Yeah. I was like, "Yeah, that's true."
Yeah,
but also every industry.
I don't understand. I mean, help me out here. I don't understand. Like,
oh boy,
look, I was a dumb kid, and still basically am a dumb kid.
That's right.
Really old.
Better believe it.
But I don't understand people. I don't understand people's mentality that think that they can get away with stuff that's, especially in this day and age, man. Like the kind of things that
tons of people know about too. It's like it's a giant company.
It's not a 1950s ad agency, right? Like it doesn't or whatever. It's like that stuff flew then only because there was no way for everybody to know your dirty deeds, basically. But now, my guys, we've been for 20 years now. Basically, we've been in the internet age.
I mean, that's like
I don't understand.
Everybody knows.
10 easy years we've been in the social media age.
That's just like everybody knows Cuomo has pierced nipples. We all know it. We do. There's proof. There's videos going over evidence of him.
Is that for real?
Yeah, I'm not sure which Cuomo. I don't know if it's governor or CNN Cuomo. I don't know.
Or senior, yeah. I think it could be just one of those things where, and it is, like you said, it exists in a lot of industries where there are open secrets that people still don't talk about.
Yeah,
like the stuff that, like, another gaming example is like the rock star parties of like yesteryear and maybe even still. It's like even journalists be like, well, the stuff that we've heard is like, why don't you talk about it? It's like, it's because everybody's just agreed not to talk about it.
I mean,
you don't want access to be able to report on it.
Exactly. Right? Yeah.
That's the same thing with the Bill Cosby thing. Like, apparently that was pretty widely known. Nobody said anything until Hannibal Buress. Then Hannibal Buress started talking about it, and all of a sudden people were like, "Wait, what?" And that's only
like
then
industry to industry is like. People know, people know these things. Like, I think, like, even the Kevin Spacey thing, like, Seth MacFarlane made a Kevin Spacey joke, like, in 2003 or 2002. That was in direct reference to that. And, like, just people know, and nobody says anything because once you say anything, you're out.
Yeah. Well, there were the weird stories about Bryan Singer back in the day, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, there's all these things, but it's just like, I don't know. But even besides that, like, at least those things, right or wrong, at least those things are kind of like it's a personal thing that you do at your house kind of stuff. It's like these
personal victimization as opposed to like systematic wide involving multiple people. Yeah.
And you're like doing it in a company and it's just like, guys, like, I don't understand. Like, you just thought that everybody would be on the same page with this stuff, like that.
It's like a cult of personality thing.
It is,
or just a cultish thing. I mean, like being at an office myself, just working at an entirely different company that does not do anything nearly bad whatsoever like this. It's like
all their orgies are consensual.
Like when you're at a company, and everybody who works at companies, and there's like quote unquote company culture, there is Kool-Aid being drinking, like whether it be like, we care about the back patio space, everybody help clean it up, versus like something awful like with the Blizzard Activision things. Like, people just start accepting things because they think it's part of the community, part of their communal identity. Is like, maybe it shouldn't be, dude. Maybe you shouldn't have the Bill Cosby room. And Jesus.
And even with the laws about, like, you can't retaliate, basically, if somebody accuses you of something. There's still going to be retaliation. You're still going to be afraid for retaliation. Like, it doesn't matter.
Even if you know the law says that they can't retaliate against you, naturally you're going to go, I know that they can, though.
Yeah. They'll find something. Like, they'll just be nitpicking everything.
Yeah, exactly.
Your performance over the last year and a half, we didn't say anything, has actually really been struggling, so we're going to need to fire you. It has nothing to do with that thing that you just ratted me out on.
Right, exactly. And for the record, before we get off the topic, Josh's company, for sure, all their eyes wide shut parties are consensual. I just want that out there for sure. Okay, so whatever, they do their thing, work gets done. Skyrim Anniversary Edition.
So was Anniversary?
No, they're doing
real?
it. No, they're doing it.
Is this a joke?
This is a 10-year anniversary re-release of Skyrim on next-gen consoles. They've been coming out with the same game for 10 years now. I say Call of Duty comes out with the same game. They at least modify it.
They retitle it.
Yeah.
They retitle it.
I think they're adding fishing, so I guess that's cool. I've seen people being like, "Oh, well, y'all did it again. I gotta buy it again for the 18th time." And it's like, no, you don't.
It really doesn't look that much better, though, does it?
No,
it doesn't.
And it certainly can't look better than the PC anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's just like, how?
Resident Evil 4, eat your heart out. Skyrim's the one to stay. Oh my god.
At least they're remaking Resident Evil 4. They're remaking it from the ground up.
I hope so. Before, but I used to beat Brian over the head about him buying like Resident Evil 1, Resident Evil 1D, Resident Evil Director's Cut, Resident Evil DualShock Edition, things like that. And I thought that was so silly, but he was happy. You look at the grin on his face.
They did have extra content in that stuff, though.
Okay. Either way, I'm saying I used to beat you up over that, but this game, I'm so done with this game, man. 10 years and this game is really, I feel like it's on my OLED TV to play. Like it's can we please
built in. By the way, hot take, Elder Scrolls Oblivion. Elder Scrolls Oblivion was way better than Skyrim.
I agree. It looked way worse, but like
Skyrim was that one.
That was the one right before part 4. It was like and Morrowind had a lot of like
Morrowind was kind of cool.
Oblivion had some of the best quests. Like
it did.
Like Skyrim was more accessible. Like it streamlined a lot of things that Oblivion did not care.
Hit that zeitgeist at just the right time.
Like because Oblivion, like you could level up your jumping, your strength from just jumping. You could literally just be jumping as you're walking everywhere to level stuff up.
And you did
exactly.
Oh yeah, I would spacebar just all day. And, like, again, they had, like, I can't remember if it was the Thieves quest. No, it was the Assassin's quest line was, like, had, like, one of the greatest quests ever.
It was so rad. You had to kill someone in order to get into it. Was so cool when it happened.
But then, like, but also they had that, I think it was part of the Assassin's quest. I mean, it makes sense because you had to kill people. But basically, they lock you in this house with, like, a certain amount of other NPCs.
Oh, yeah. It was a clue thing.
And basically, you have to kill one or multiple of them, I don't remember, without being detected. I don't. It's been so long. So that, I mean, Skyrim's 10 years old, so this was
scenario.
Over that.
So,
but yeah,
they lock you in a house overnight with other NPCs. Like whoever gets is like survives in this haunted house will get some money, and the target is or you need to kill everybody, but you need to make sure nobody else knows about it. So one by one, you kind of pick them all off, and it's great.
And then Skyrim didn't have anything close to that.
Anything good about Skyrim was just another Oblivion idea remade. Oh, but he's the Dragonborn, though. It's so cool.
Yeah. You can say Fus Roda. I do remember that after 10 years. Fus Roda. But, like, yeah, I mean, I enjoyed Skyrim.
Skyrim is the one that had the took an arrow to the knee meme.
Yes.
That meme is now 10 years old, so.
Yeah.
Feel old yet?
I still use it, by the way. I don't give an F. That's the best thing that came out of that game was that meme. Yeah, I just don't understand, like...
That's where I laugh at Microsoft's purchases, is it's like... And then they came out with, like, a Quake remake or something that, like, okay, Quake sucks. Let's be real here. Quake sucks. I've tried playing it. It's bad.
No.
It's bad.
Splitgate sucks.
Splitgate's good. You suck at Splitgate.
I do suck at Splitgate.
I haven't played that in a little bit, because it's servers.
I might play that today. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Myst remake.
The Myst
August 26th. Holy crap! 5 days from this recording.
Yep.
Oh my gosh!
It looks so good, and apparently it's been out on the Oculus Quest 2 for a while.
Oh, that's okay.
Well, but like the PC version is gonna have the VR also.
Sure.
I guess it was an exclusive. Yeah, I mean, it'd be neat to be
considered. Sure.
Be messing with the dongles on the trying to get the tones right in that rocket ship or whatever. That was the worst one. I still don't think I can get that one.
I remember you trying those.
Yeah, it was so difficult. There were certain ones where I could just get so fast, but even then, it's been so long. I mean, I've tried.
Who makes those games?
I think it was Cyan.
Okay, it's
back
not
in the
like
days.
okay, not
but
like
I don't
big,
know if that's the same people.
right?
Like I tried playing the people who made Myst made another game, Abduction, which I tried playing, and it also just made my brain hurt, so I couldn't really finish that one. I mean, I eventually want to get back to it, but man, there's so much to play. I can't go back to Abduction. Let's be real. But
I might have to check the Myst remake
but
out.
yeah, I'm excited. But it is kind of weird because
is it coming to all consoles or PC only? Or
I think it's coming to consoles, but I don't remember.
That might be one my wife would.
Yeah, she'd probably like that.
Slow
because there's no enemies.
Yeah, exactly.
Nothing to freak you out.
Yeah, no having to change the camera.
Yeah. Well, actually,
that's,
that one you do. I think in this you will have to look around. That's what I was about to say. Is like that's what's weird. Is in this one I feel like it's gonna be kind of harder because you can free walk around, whereas in the first one, it's like click, go to the next screen, click, go, like so you can't miss something. If it like puts you into a spot, it's probably like, well, there's probably a reason that I'm in this.
Here,
yeah. Whereas if you're just walking around, it's like I don't know what anything is. Then yeah, it might be a little bit tougher, but I don't know. I'm excited. I enjoyed Myst a lot.
Real quick, guys, I want to. I didn't talk about what I've done, but last night. Okay, well, first of all, Brian knows Gabe's little secret from yesterday.
Yeah.
So Gabe has his first tattoo.
Wow! What?
That's a pretty big one. Yeah. For a first.
It's a big one.
It's pretty big.
It's basically his bicep.
Whoa! What is it?
Granted, is a small bicep.
It's like I'll kind of break down the meaning of it to you. It's basically it's a hand holding like a flower, and it's like wilting. Because his idea was, basically like the opposite of the Midas touch, where everything you touch turns to gold, everything you touch turns to crap. Basically, like you kill everything you touch, basically.
Dude, is he picking me up at a bar right now? Because like this is so cool.
Yeah,
everything I touch turns to shit. I hurt everyone.
Which kind of breaks my heart a little bit that's like a feeling he has. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, yes.
But I certainly understand the sentiment as well.
Yeah.
As a Peterson, that's kind of your mentality from birth.
Yeah.
So
pretty much. That's why earlier
to Gabe.
Earlier, whenever we were talking about financial situations, I think I might start a thing where basically you pay me money, I'll invest in something, and then it'll drop immediately so far down that then you can invest in it.
There you go.
Yeah.
So and then I sell it, and then it'll just skyrocket up. Like I bought some stonks that was like it was right near its 52-week low. So in 1 year, that was almost to its lowest point. And I was like, okay, like
and then it went to
a new low. Yeah, it went to a new low. I was literally like, hey, it's at a new low of all time. And I was like, oh, cool. So I just have to sit on this for a while to not eat so much.
Brian, this is only very tangentially related. Brian, one time, he talks about how like the moment he does something, like it'll go bad. And
if I buy gas, it instantly drops price.
Exactly. So very recently, I thought about how this is true because I was looking for somebody at like the office. And my office is huge, and I was like, "Where the fuck is this person?" I was like, "What do I got to do to find them?" And then I remember Brian just talking about just fart really quick.
Yep.
If you fart, the person that you really would least want to show up will show up. I'm like, "Yeah, I'll do it." It basically worked. So yeah, good job, Brian.
It will work every time.
So. We were real quick. I was talking about the tattoo, but we were up in Dallas last night, and
big city.
So we were because my wife was getting one of her tattoos touched up, and she was getting an avocado tattoo for her heritage, as she says. It's like
my brother has an avocado tattoo. My brother does.
I think it's cool. It's like a simple, cute little drawing, but. But anyway, so we were talking to the artist, and it's a guy I've known and followed for a while, and he did the Baby Yoda tattoo on my wife, and he did Gabe's tattoo, and so we were talking to him, like just going, hey, what around here is like good to eat? We'd already kind of looked up a couple places because it was getting late, and there was a pizza place we were looking at going, and he was like, "Oh, that place, I've never had a bad thing there." And Gabe was actually into it, which is crazy for pizza, you know.
Yeah,
And
because
his
he
best
hates
friend
pizza.
is his best, yeah, and his best friend's down too. So it's like, okay, we'll try that. So we ended up trying two places based off our friend's recommendation because we're like, we don't come to Dallas often. So we went to this pizza place, good pizza, very good. Their wings were bussing, like super bussing.
Yeah.
And then he recommended this place, and as soon as he said it, I was like, me and my wife knew exactly where it was, which is literally across the street from the pizza place. It's called Son of a Butcher.
Yeah.
And I didn't know what it was because we'd gone and eaten at this Mexican restaurant, which is really good. It's the famous I've had the best enchiladas ever story from a couple weeks ago, Brian, that I kept telling. Yeah. And so anyway, he told us it was like a slider place. And so we looked up the menu and he's like, it's really good. And they're not like super pricey. And yes, this place is awesome. Like it's roughly, I think you get like two sliders for about $9. And you think, well, that's maybe it's a lot for a slider.
They're big
And I
old
can
honking
understand
sliders.
that. They're pretty good sliders. Like the cool thing about it, or you can get like a 3 slider thing for like 11.50, something like that. And then you can add like cheese curds. They're like $5, but they're like a giant pack of like cheese curds and stuff. Basically everything there is like heavily portioned,
Yeah.
And the cool thing about it is they have like chicken sliders and beef sliders and all this stuff. And what we were all kind of discovering, because we all got our own like little, like my wife got like one, I got like three, his friend got three, Gabe got two, and you can kind of like mix and match and all that stuff. So for like $11, which is about what you may spend on like an actual burger somewhere, you get to try like these different different flavors or whatever. And I don't know, I was like super down with it. It's like maybe my new favorite place.
Oh, I'm the kind of person that I like my burger, and I like my burger the way I like my burger.
Dude, their little slider burgers were so good, bro. Like Gabe said he liked the chicken the most, but I thought the burgers were so good.
Yeah.
I just had like one of them. I told them to not put pickles on it, and they still did. But and I didn't even realize it until like first bite, obviously.
Yeah.
And I didn't even stop to take the pickle off. I was like, this is so good. Like, I'm not, and I hate pickles. Like I don't like them at all. And very very good food. But anyway, so that's my story. I'm sticking to it.
I mean, that could transition right into the chicken sandwich from Burger King.
I was gonna say that one for last. That seemed like the best one, but yeah, that's. But go ahead, yeah.
Okay. Well, yesterday,
the BK new chicken sandwich.
Yeah, yesterday I needed to get myself dinner. Sure. I go on the Burger King app because there's not much around here to get, and so I'm looking, and they don't have my $6 Bacon King combos. I'm like, well, yeah. So I'm sitting there scrolling, and then they have like a thing where it's basically like a taste test thing where it's like for $7 you get a Whopper and one of the chicken sandwiches. I was like, okay, I'm interested in one of those, and worst case scenario, the Whopper's still good. So I get the spicy one, no pickles. Obviously, I'm not a monster.
Sure.
And I stupidly ate that thing first, but that thing's bussin'. The King is the King amazing chicken sandwich. It was so good. I want to get another one today. The sauce was amazing. Okay, so he's tried it.
He has had it.
Oh my god! You didn't try it at all?
I think he gave me a bite of it, and I was like, yeah, pretty good sandwich.
I have tried the Popeyes one. It's been forever. It's been a long time. But
probably 2 years now.
Yeah, it's been a long time. I've had the McDonald's one, and I've had the Whataburger one.
Haven't had a Whataburger. I've had all of those.
And they're all good, but for me, the King one is the best.
Really?
Like, it's very good.
I think Gabe was... I'd have to ask him again, but I feel like initially when he was eating it, he was saying it's the best chicken sandwich that he's had.
It's very good. Like I say, I don't know. It's the sauce, the spicy...
Yeah. No, it's good.
One was...
It is a good one. Okay, so he didn't have the spicy one, but there was something.
There's 3 versions. I don't remember what they all are.
When he gave me a bite, I was like, okay, all right, I see what you're saying.
I see
you.
I liked it a lot. I wasn't expecting it to be so good. And then after that, I had to eat a freaking freaking Whopper, and it's just like, this thing just pales in comparison.
This charbroiled garbage.
As soon as I took that first bite, I should have just been like, put that back in the bag. Okay.
Yeah.
You just get that Whopper out.
For later.
Yeah.
Josh is so thin and probably doesn't even care about food that like this doesn't even relate to him at all.
No, it does.
No, he's probably the guy that eats like 3 chicken sandwiches and doesn't put on a pound.
Probably, that's true. Yeah, that's true.
So I used to have a Burger King around here. It's now been replaced by Chick-fil-A, which I think is a mistake.
Yeah,
the only time I get Burger King is like at the San Francisco airport. That's the closest one I usually come in contact with, and I usually enjoy it. But I'll have to get this. I literally, of all the places that have chicken sandwiches now, I have not had a single one yet. I need to get on that at some point, I suppose.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, I mean, it is good content, but
it is weird how just all of a sudden everybody's like, "Oh, Chick-fil-A, okay, we're all gonna come at you."
Right. Well, it was like, that Popeyes thing like really shook everybody up. They're like, "Oh
what?
My
Everybody's
God,
going
dude.
crazy about this." But we have actual, whatever to support this.
Right.
Popeyes did not. Oh, we're sold out of it. Yeah. We're sold out.
Yeah, we're always sold out. Yeah, exactly. It's still amazing to me that people were getting shot and stabbed over a chicken sandwich. Now, don't get me wrong.
Oh my God!
I've wanted to shoot and stab people for many reasons.
Or that there was a
Yeah.
limit on how many you could get. Hey, limited to 2. You can only get 2.
Yeah, exactly.
He got 5. Get him!
Get him!
He paid somebody $100 to sit in line for him.
People getting jumped into gangs. Now they just had to buy a chicken sandwich for the gang.
Yeah, that's they don't need to jump. Hey man, if you can get us some chicken sandwiches, you've proven your worth.
Come on, guys, can't you just jump me in?
No.
You gotta go get a chicken sandwich, man. Yeah. Get out of here.
If we just jumped you in, don't you think everybody would be in here?
Yeah, exactly.
You gotta make it difficult.
Everybody be a crib then. Come on.
That just reminds me of the "Don't be a menace to South Central while drinking your juice in the hood."
Game?
Yeah. Where they jump them in with a jump rope, double dutch, or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I need to watch that after this on YouTube. That seems so good.
On YouTube.
Yeah, on YouTube.
Where all good movies are.
Yeah. No, I just mean that scene specifically right now. I just want to watch that scene specifically.
What we do in the shadows. Oh, hold on, real quick. Before we get to this, this reminds me, you saying, "Don't be a menace." I saw a story, maybe y'all saw it, where Damon Wayans was saying something about battling Dave Chappelle in some kind of stand-up thing. I don't even remember where I saw the story, and people were like, Dave Chappelle, basically like Dave Chappelle owns Damon. I'm like, Damon Wayans is a funny.
He is a funny guy.
Bro.
He just hasn't done stand-up in ages.
A long time, no, but he was good at it. And look, I like Dave Chappelle too.
But Dave Chappelle's the best.
I guess, but people overrate Dave Chappelle a little bit, honestly.
I don't.
And they do, and
I think
people
you don't know what's
underrating Damon Wayans a lot.
But to be fair, he hasn't done it in forever. That's one of the reasons. Like I wish he would. I'm
giving you that, but I'm saying it's a recency bias.
Yeah.
That people they're not even giving Damon Wayans any respect on it. Like they're acting like as if it were me or you going to do stand up against Dave Chappelle. Yeah, we'd get smoked. But Damon Wayans isn't like some scrub.
Yeah.
He's a funny freaking guy, man. Like I just seeing that was like, this is so dumb, dude.
So
like Damon Wayans is awesome.
That's right. I was trying to think of who else that's been rumored to have a Netflix special forever, but that's Eddie Murphy.
Eddie Murphy, yeah.
Who also hasn't done it in forever. Yeah, I do too.
Yeah, and again, I think we'd come back and he would kill.
Yeah, I do too. I think he's just a funny dude.
Yep. So
he might not always pick the best roles, but
no, he almost never does. But
he's like a Chicken Express employee. He doesn't always pick the best role. He hands me some that are kind of dry, and I like, why are you handing me this? Please give me a fresh roll.
Come on, man. You know there's a better one in there than that, right?
Yeah. This isn't even a roll. It's a freaking biscuit. You asked me roll or biscuit. I said roll, and you gave me a biscuit.
I hate that dude so much. It always works against Gabe because he's always the odd duck.
Yeah, that's the way Morgan is. Yeah, when she wants a biscuit. But also, like, do you want ranch for those poppers? No. Here's ranch, and then here's a biscuit.
Yeah.
You just went against all of my wishes.
I don't mind if you gave me ranch for free. That's fine.
Yeah.
But what I don't want it in my box because it's all like
it's touching
condensation. Yeah, it's condensating and everything. It's just like, bro, I don't want this all over my freaking poppers, dog.
Yeah.
Get out of here, bro. Anyway, we move on.
Yeah.
What we do in the Shadows show. I feel like we've talked about this before.
No,
What's
not the
going
show, because I just recently
Sure?
started watching this. Yeah, I mean, I for sure haven't talked about the show.
Yeah, you have.
But the movie that had Jermaine Clement, Taika Waititi, and I don't remember the third guy's name, but he's also good. The movie from like 2014, 2015, like a mockumentary about these vampires. It was really good. They came out of the show in like 2018, 19, I don't remember. And I was just like, it's not the same guys, so I don't care. Like, I know that, Taika and Jermaine were like producing it, and Jermaine's directed some of it, I think. And written some of it, I think, also. But like, I was just like, I don't know who these people are. Like, I'm not as interested. And we started watching it, and I mean, it does
good,
do a lot of. Yeah, I mean, I've heard it's really good, and I was just like, we need something to watch. Let me try starting this, and it's not as good as the movie, but again, that might just be bias of the cast of the original movie, which I also found out apparently they had like a 30-minute thing in 2005 with that cast. But I'm guessing that was probably for like New Zealand TV or something. That'd be my guess. But yeah, we're almost done with the first season. It's been pretty funny. I mean, again, not as good as the movie. Although I can't stream the movie. I don't know why. Why does nobody let me stream this movie?
Well, it does. I don't. Again, this is a thing. I don't understand. Where is Bewitched at in all of this?
Show or like the Will Ferrell movie?
No, the show.
Nicole Kidman movie.
Because my wife, that's one of those shows she's been wanting to watch forever. We have basically every streaming platform imaginable.
Yeah.
And yet, Bewitched can't be watched on a single one of them. I think it might be able to through Amazon, but you got to buy them, that kind of thing. And it's like,
it's the same with news radio. Why can't I watch news radio anywhere?
And then I look up like on Google, like, where can I stream
Pluto TV?
Obviously, what is given to me? It's the 2005 Nicole Kidman Will Ferrell movie or whatever. It's like, no one wants to watch this.
It was actually an okay movie, and I hate Nicole Kidman.
Never bring this up. No, it wasn't good. Stop.
But
why do you hate Nicole Kidman? She's been in a bunch of great stuff lately, dude. She's on a little tear. She's on a lot.
She's on a tear, dude. Been in anything.
Little Big Lines, dude. You better shut your mouth.
The last good thing she was in was Aquaman, where she was very well utilized and was a
great
character.
In that. She was cool.
She was stupid.
She's great in that. Small, big,
lies.
Medium lies.
No, she's not. Nobody's good in that except for Adam Scott, and even then, it's just because it's Adam Scott.
He's the best. But
I hate everybody on
good
that show.
In that, except Shailene Woodley or whatever.
Yeah,
Shailene Woodley. No one knows what her true name is. There's
a person who couldn't finish out a series that she was contracted to finish.
Ooh,
Divergent
Brian,
series.
the biggest Divergent fan
Such
here, low key. Yeah,
it was definitely better than freaking Hunger Games.
It was. I haven't seen one of them. I mean, I've seen the original Hunger Games, but
I haven't seen any of those.
I've seen the original Hunger Games. I was like, I'm out. This is Battle Royale, but bad. Get me out of here.
It ended on a cliffhanger. Divergent. We'll never know what happened to who knows. I don't know. Shailene but yeah, it's a Kidman renaissance. She's got that new show out. People are liking. She's got that Jimmy Fallon interview that people love. It's good for her.
Some stuff going on with Jimmy Fallon potentially? Like
what?
There's always stuff going on with Jimmy Fallon. Someone keeps laughing his way out of.
Granted, it was somebody on TikTok posting a tweet from Donald Trump Jr. So take that with a grain of salt. But it was something about like.
Source, Donald Trump Jr.
Some Jimmy Fallon. Well, no, it was like some legal documents look like could be fake. I don't know.
I got some documents here about Jimmy Fallon.
Look at the documents. I couldn't do it. Dang it. But yeah, like I don't know, maybe some stuff, but I haven't seen anything else about it. But that people might be trying to keep it under the rug because they love Jimmy Fallon so much.
Let's see. I've seen all I'm seeing is a headline: Horatio Sands, if you remember him. Horatio Sands' lawsuit is an explosive story about SNL, NBC, and Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it also mentioned Horatio Sands like supposedly assaulting a 15-year-old, like sexually assaulting.
Shoot!
Yeah, and then Jimmy Fallon may have been in on that as well. Maybe.
Whoa.
I think that's.
Oh man!
Allegedly,
like Horatio Sands reporting bad stuff about Jimmy. I was all excited.
No.
Now I'm less
I know,
excited.
because, Horatio Sands, yay, cool. Oh, nope, you're a scumbag too, like everybody.
What is up with everybody, dude?
I
He's
don't
even a
know.
little
The lawsuit
fan, bro.
also names SNL and NBC as co-defendants and alleges that everyone at the show, including Jimmy Fallon and Lorne Michaels, saw what was happening and did nothing to stop it. Allegedly.
Stop that. Great show,
Horatio. I liked whenever you and Jimmy just laughed as hi guys on the webcam show.
Just keep laughing directly while we're live.
Jimmy Fallon, you literally can't
really
make
good.
it through one thing without breaking. We're going to give you the Tonight Show. Jimmy Fallon's so bad.
He is very bad, dude. Like, I used to like Jimmy Fallon. I thought, oh, he's a likable guy.
There was some SNL stuff where, like
SNL stuff for sure.
The cowbell sketch. It was great seeing him break because everybody was breaking there, except for Christopher Walken. He was the only one that did not break.
He's a professional, you know.
Yeah, I saw a Howard Stern interview with Andy Samberg, and he was talking about how they got Justin Timberlake to do the Dick in the Box thing.
Yeah,
and he was basically like, you guys basically made these like shorts like blow up stuff, and he was like, honestly, he goes, if like the cowbell thing, he goes, if that would have been around during like the internet age as much as like basically when Dick in the Box came out, he's like that would have done the same thing.
Yeah.
Like it was such a big thing but it was just a little bit earlier than when we did our stuff, and it's like respect, because like for sure that's still, you can still go on YouTube and that one's probably got like 1 billion views or something, it's like
I mean, they make refrigerator magnets out of that. I mean, come on, I got something.
Yeah,
you gotta have more cowbell, baby.
Yeah, that's still great. Yeah,
but,
I love it.
Yeah,
but I was gonna say something about this.
Probably that I didn't like Jimmy Fallon before it was cool to not like Jimmy Fallon.
No, I know.
So I just think he's a terrible host.
No, he is a very bad host.
He's the worst
dude.
host ever.
I think even my wife came around on that.
I hate Kimmel, and he's a better host than Fallon.
Oh,
Kimmel is personable, but it doesn't laugh at everything. But he's like he's too he's I don't know, he's too I don't want to say political. I don't care if he's political. He's too
no, if you want to talk about too political, Stephen Colbert, he's the worst host ever because it's just Orange Man.
For a minute,
bad.
I thought he was still on the Colbert Report.
Hey, Orange Man's not in the office anymore, man. Orange Man bad, okay.
Move it along, brother.
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks then, dude. I hate hearing
Yeah, I mean,
about
again,
Sands.
innocent until proven guilty, but still not good.
Bogus. Sucks. All right, let's get to this work vending machine conspiracy. I always like to hear.
Oh, man.
Okay.
Well, now we got some documents here.
I've mentioned the vending machines at work. The one in our break room has never worked for me, not once. Not once ever.
Does it work for other people?
No, I've never seen anybody try to use it, but I think that's because it's just known that it doesn't work ever. So I've used the one at the other building. The last time I tried that, it stayed on trying to connect or whatever, because it's trying to beam stuff wirelessly because I don't have cash money on me. But so the other day, the Aramark or whatever guy was there, and he's like, what's wrong with this machine? Like the one in our break room. I was like, I don't know, it hasn't worked since I've been here. And he's like, oh, blah, blah, blah. He worked on it for a while, and he's like, all right, it's fixed now, blah, blah, blah. It'll take probably about a day for, all the drinks to cool off. Like, it was just unplugged, apparently, for a lot of that time. So then a few days later, it's unplugged again, and, like, one of the guys I think works with Aramark was like, hey, like, I mean, he works at our company, but he I think works closely with Aramark to, like, whatever. And he was basically like, why is this unplugged? Like, who's unplugging this? And I was like, I don't know. And then, like, it was just me and a guy I work with that complains about how I stack wood while he's on the other side stacking the same wood. Anyway, and he was just saying that, basically one of the guys at that building, he brings a cooler to work with a bunch of drinks in it. And he sells them for cheaper, like $1 or whatever. And he put forth the theory that guy's unplugging them so nobody will buy from this machine. But it's like, but you sell them for cheaper anyway, so why would anybody buy it from here? Now, that guy, the guy that works with Aramark, basically seemed like, yeah, I know who you're talking about. And like a few days later, I'm in the break room by myself with the guy that sells the drinks. I'm like, okay, blah, blah, blah. My break's over. I leave. About an hour later, I come back. That machine's not working anymore. I think he is unplugging it to sell his drinks. And I was like, oh, my God. Like, why would you do this? Why would you do this?
Well, you know why you would do this, man.
No, it's stupid. You're selling Topo Chicos out of your freaking car for $1.
That's a pretty good price.
I don't know if
that is a good price,
I don't know if the Topo Chicos are $1, but the 20-ounce drinks are $1. Whereas if you buy it out of the machine with a debit card, it's going to cost you $1.85. Because, we got to charge you 10 more cents. F you. I'll go to freaking QT and get me a big gulp.
I think that's what he's doing, Brian. I think you're right.
Like, because, since they put that theory in my head, I look at the machine, the lights are on. Okay, that's on. I leave, and an hour later, it's just mysteriously not working now. Like, I wish they would set up a camera that he didn't know about. Like, just looking only at the plugs. Don't look at me on break, because I just sit there for too long. But I don't know. I think he's up to some shady business. Trying to sell his Coke for $1.
He's definitely trying to peddle his wares for sure.
And he can't do it at the other place because it's so out in the open that everybody'd see him unplugging that at the other building. So yeah, I think he's doing it.
That makes sense. So who is this third party vendor?
It's Aramark.
Okay.
Or what? You talking about the guy that's unplugging it?
Yeah.
Oh, he's just somebody that works there, but he just brings a cooler in his truck every day with drinks, a bunch of different types of drinks. You can buy a Monster Energy.
And they let that go on?
Yeah, I mean, apparently there's a few people who do it, and I'm just like, yeah, that's weird, but yeah.
I don't understand that.
I don't either.
I don't, that's a weird, I mean, I guess it's kind of like when Sheila was doing it, but...
Yeah, but there were no vending machines there, so...
Right, well, there were, but like...
Were there?
Yeah, remember, they're up at EA... There were vending machines, but they were terrible, and they were overpriced. And like, you could get a candy bar from Gila for $0.25, or you could go in there and buy one from that machine for like 75 cents or $1.
No.
And it'd be stale.
I don't know if I ever saw vending machines in there.
Yeah, they were over there by the roll tables or whatever.
Oh,
the break.
Yeah, I think I remember now. Yeah, I forgot those existed.
Yeah. But I don't know. For some reason,
she wasn't unplugging stuff.
Different.
Yeah.
She wasn't unplugging things, and she was giving a discount on it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she was eating a lot of cost on that. There's no way I can get a full-size Snickers bar for 25 cents. Anyway.
I don't know, dude. You know how much hell she gave everybody. She definitely was giving those cashiers the business.
That's
probably.
True.
And they were like, fine, I don't care. Just take it. Just take the whole box of candy. I don't care, honestly.
Please.
I really don't care. So,
I miss those days where it'd just be Snicker eating city.
Dude.
Just put them in the freezer.
Here's the crazy things. I was thinner then, dude.
Yeah.
Well, the bar is very thin,
Dude, I'm not even joking, Josh. We were literally eating candy bars all day sometimes.
There was a time where our boss bought the full box.
Yeah, he would just go, I'll just buy the whole box. Like $6 or something like that, wasn't it about?
It wasn't that much. And then, you just put it in the fridge, and then just be like, you can grab one. Be like, okay. Yeah. And then just break my teeth with it, but it was so good.
Or I mean, we were doing it, too. Like, anytime we'd have cash, it'd be like...
you could get the Favor Reds. You could get Starburst Favor Reds for 25 cents.
Yeah.
Favor Reds.
Like, oh my gosh, we'd go up there, literally come out with a bag, come out with
and you could do it on credit, basically. You just be like, hey, I'll hit you for the $3 for this bag of candy.
Yeah, Sheila.
My tab, put the Snickers on my tab.
Yeah, I grabbed 2 boxes of candy bars.
And she'd also do giant things. She did a lot of stuff. She'd do the detergent, like laundry detergent and stuff.
Paper towels, basically anything. I bought
bodega in there, as they say.
Silverware from her.
Even if she didn't have it, you could be like, hey, Sheila, can you be on the lookout for this? And then she'd be like, yeah, I'll be on the lookout for that.
Yeah, and then she'd come, she'd go, hey, I got your, I got your controller from Poland.
Yeah.
In the car. And you're like, okay, all right, all right, I'll get you cash. All right, hold on. That was it. It was great.
It was
the best. I miss it. I miss it so much.
Yeah. Those were the days.
Basically, I think I've established that I need to eat candy bars more often.
Yeah. I definitely
do. I'll be healthier. Yeah, buddy.
For sure, man.
So, anything else anybody like to talk about?
No.
Pretty good.
Pretty awesome.
Getting Josh out of here at a decent time. All right, cool.
Get me home on time.
Everybody, thanks for listening. We appreciate it. This is still over an hour, so that's good.
Yeah.
Not gonna kill you too much of the time here.
You got your money's worth. Oh wait, Patreon.com/2peats.
Yes.
Speaking of which, y'all.
Link down below, although I won't actually put one. Too lazy for that.
Thanks for listening. Everyone have a great week, and we'll see you next time. Later.
Bye.